Definitely not how I wanted to start my stream. Hold on. Gotta fix my shit. I ain't gonna lie, that pause on that. That shit sounded mad fucking girly as hell. All right, welcome back to another stream. It's your boy Bruce Leroy once again. Follow me here on this Twitch, and I'm Bruce Leroy BIH. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram at I am Bruce Leroy. Follow me on TikTok. It's Bruce Leroy BIH. If you don't do it, I'm gonna kick your ass. I promise you. I swear to God on everything I like. No, I'm playing. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. All right. So as promised, because I thought about not doing it because I'm behind on some other shit, particularly music shit. I thought about not streaming, but I'm like, if we already said that's what we're gonna do. So here's the thing. I'm gonna already put this out there right now. There's a possibility we might not stream tomorrow. Just forewarning you, we might not stream tomorrow. My cat fell in the dirty ass ground. All right. Outside of my weird ass behavior. Yeah, so as promised, we're gonna finish up that Joey Shakes video that I ended off yesterday. Oh, real quickly. I got a couple of situations. So I finally posted the most I ever posted on social media yesterday. I was going crazy. Posted 10 TikToks. Posted 10 pieces of content yesterday. Really 12 if you count the goddamn videos that I uploaded. Um, maybe 12 and a half. Yo, I don't know what the hell is y'all problem, but this shit was funny as hell. This was a little impression shit that I ended up doing yesterday. Y'all niggas was sleeping on this shit. I don't know what the hell wrong with y'all, dog. I gotta put it on the speaker. I don't know what the hell is y'all problem, bro. With y'all sleeping on my shit, bro. I don't appreciate that. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all niggas better get with the program, bro. I better get with the program. Cause I don't want to hear y'all motherfuckers when I blow up and I goddamn do everything I said I was gonna do. I don't want to hear y'all niggas saying, "Oh, you remember me? I was there from day one." Yeah, yeah, alright, nigga. You was present, but you was hating like a motherfucker. Tell you right now, don't bring your little goofy asses around here, son. Tell you right now, don't bring y'all goofy asses around here. If you ain't caught on already, don't hitch on to the motherfucking bandwagon. I'm telling y'all right now. What the hell? If it's on, then can I know what? We're trying to keep everything simple. Yeah, we're trying to keep it simple, child. You gotta chill the fuck out with all that shit. Hey, fuck your mother. Oh, what the fuck you say? Okay, so if y'all wanted to look at that, which clearly y'all did it, cause y'all was hating like a I hate. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna keep it all the way a stack. We're gonna make it quick because I want to watch the Eagles press conferences and then maybe catch up on some highlights. Y'all niggas gotta stop fucking being haters, bro. Y'all niggas gotta either get with the program or don't at all. Cause some of y'all niggas be hating. I've seen motherfuckers be getting on for less. Uh, like I see motherfuckers will literally get on just by saying, "Oh, you see that right there? You see that? You see that goalpost right there? You see how wide it is? You know, it's wider than my mother's back, but yeah, it's really wide. Like y'all niggas gotta get with the goddamn program, man. I'm telling you, like y'all motherfuckers is missing out. If y'all listen, like I said, don't bring y'all little goofy asses back here. So outside of y'all niggas hating on me and shit and up here underestimating me and fucking being in a coma about what the hell I got going on. Y'all niggas at the end of the day, I put it to y'all like this. For the niggas that know, hey, they know. For the niggas that ain't interested, bye motherfucker. Doors right there. The door's right there. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Yeah, so two things. So one, if you guys didn't catch my last Commanders ordeal when I went through the recap or whatever, it's right over here. It's Eagles Washington recap, Twitch stream episode 17. Happy New Year. That's me doing goofy shit again. Um and then I uploaded yesterday's stream because I had some fun. It was some good discussions. For them hot my bias as Mahomes being my favorite player to ever fucking put on a I swear to God, I ain't gonna hold you. I be talking about niggas glazing the fuck out of Josh Allen. I low key be glazing motherfucking Mahomes sometimes. Like every motherfucking video or stream that I click on, I'm talking about Mahomes on every stream. Like this video what I was talking, I was having a conversation about Cam Newton's game manager and game changer comments that he made recently. Uh By the way, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, okay? And this is the honest to God's truth. I low key was not gonna react to it, but I am. So for those that don't know, okay, and this is kind of like non-sports related, I'm gonna make this real brief. I'm not gonna show y'all no motherfucking videos because I in general don't care. But yeah, so just wrapping this up. Yesterday's stream where pretty much it was all about Cam Newton's take for the most part. We did a little bit of stuff here and there. But yeah, I'm gonna make this like a couple to 2 to 3 sentences, okay? When it comes to the Aiden Ross situation, right? The Aiden Ross, Glasses Malone, going back and forth between him and Dochi. Here's you know what? I'm kind of conflicted. Cause y'all know I be wilding on motherfuckers. But here's the thing. When I wild on motherfuckers, I generally am not emotionally or personally invested to these people to the point where I actually have like some of you motherfuckers I genuinely don't like from the bottom of my heart. Like I see how y'all move, but here's the thing. If I dislike you, you're just not a good person. Okay? I'm just being as straightforward as I possibly can. If I actually don't like you, whether you're a celebrity or just a person in real life, you're just not a good person. You understand what I'm saying? Like you do slimy backdoor shit, and I just don't. I don't align myself with that. I don't align myself with people who display that behavior. You know, being slimy, being a snake, um, operating in like that dog eat dog kind of mentality. I don't fuck with that. I think at the end of the day, I think if your people are with you, you need to go help them. If you have an opportunity to go help your people, you should do it. And the people that have helped you, I do believe you owe them something, even if it's just a thank you, right? And listen, if they are in need, I think there should be some obligation. If they helped you get there, I think it's only right that if they need help or they need a leg up, that you pay it forward. We don't get all these resources. God knows bless us with resources, whether you're rich or not, to just keep everything to ourselves. That's not the purpose of why we obtain the riches we obtain. The purpose of obtaining these resources, so on and so forth, is that we help those that are less fortunate than us. So it can be people in our immediate circle, with some of you, unfortunately, don't even give a fuck to do that. Or it could be people that's outside of, like, you could walk past somebody on the street and you giving them something, right? Maybe you could give a generous tip to a waiter or a waitress. You know how hard it is being in the service industry, right? So I'm trying to remember why the hell I said what I said. I think I'm going to move on because there was a purpose as to why I said what I said, and I don't remember. But what? I'm moving on. So I'll just make this real brief. A few sentences about the Aiden Ross. Here's the thing. Okay, so going back to my point, because I deviated and started talking about some other random shit that had nothing to do with my point. Okay, when I be going off, yeah, I just be there are some situations I look at, I'm like, bruh, like I don't really like the way this person move. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I may be loud. I got a big ass mouth. I curse like a sailor on here. That's not a secret. If you look at every one of my content, it's about like 5 curse words in every damn short that I put up. Speaking of which, right on cue. But like, look, um, here's the thing. When I go off and I do my thing, it's in the realm of entertainment. Now, if there's a motherfucker that, matter of fact, I'll keep it all the way stacked with you. If I definitely don't like your ass, you won't even get mentioned on my channel. Okay, I'm keeping all the way a buck. If I don't fuck with you and I don't like anything, or you have nothing that you represent that I admire, no, like if I don't. And by the way, it's not everybody's name, because sometimes I might not mention a person because that's not my filter, that's not my particular interest, right? So it's not for everybody. But in general, I don't like covering motherfuckers who I don't like. I'm not making no skit about you. I'm not doing none of that. Like if I don't fuck with you, you're not getting no airtime from me. But when I do my skits, and it's gonna come out in the future, and I'm gonna probably get some controversy. Hopefully, if I do everything I said I'm gonna do, right, and get famous, it's gonna be some shit that motherfucker, they're gonna come back to me and be like, oh, did you do it X Y Z, and try to label me as a certain type of person, and I actually am nowhere near that, right? I do be wilding on here. I have wild out. Listen. Let's keep it all the way stacked. I've even went too far at times. Okay. And then when I catch myself and I'm able to catch, be like, you know what? Kind of looking back on, it, I'm like, damn, I was wilding too much. I always come back to apologize, right? But everything I do on this channel is literally in good fun. It's having fun. It's enjoying ourselves. It's cracking jokes, being edgy. Sometimes going a little too far, but it's all in the element of it's fun and games with me. Okay, it's never like anything like bro. If I don't like you, I'm not fucking talking about you. You're getting no airtime from my channel. Now, granted, I had to go off on JB, whatever the case may be, because you know what I'm saying. You can't be disrespecting your boy like that. You know what I'm saying. You can't go off on somebody. You got to be respectful. So on that note, I had to do what I felt like I had to do in that moment. But in general, bro, I'm not saying this. I know it's gonna come off like I'm tooting my own horn. I promise you, it's not the reason. I'm doing it because it's actually the honest to God's truth. And if Christ were to come down, he'll tell like, yo, is he really? Yeah, yes, he will co-sign this. My Lord and Savior. I'm one of the nicest guys you ever meet, and here's the reason why I'm like that. I'm like that because number one, that's how I was raised. Two, that's how I wanted to be treated. That's how I want to be treated. And three, I have a genuine care and compassion for people. I care about when people are struggling. I said this maybe the last stream or a couple streams ago. When I hear bad shit happens to somebody, I don't care where at in the world. I don't care if I don't even know the person personally. I'm taking that news. Now I'm not gonna sit up there because there is a line, right? Because some motherfuckers be going on TikTok and be like this, just like this. I don't understand what's going on. Why is it happening to these people? Oh my god! I'm not doing that shit. That's performative as fuck. Why the hell? What number one, niggas who turn on the camera while they crying, I learned very early on, especially me being a guy, bro, nobody gives a fuck about you. The internet don't give a fuck about you. Bro, case in point, I made a funny ass skit. Y'all niggas react to whatever the fuck you want to react to. I'm telling you, right, being a content creator really opened my eyes to the behaviors of the internet, right? How a motherfucker can curse you out for you saying, oh, I think this player is better than another player. How is that something to actually get mad about? Even if, let's just say, for instance, I say some shit, be like, yo, Jordan Love is the best quarterback in the league. Now, it's obviously not true. But let's just say I feel that way. You know, motherfuckers will curse me up and down on social media. Just off of the fact that I said I think Jordan Love is the best quarterback in the league. Right? or I don't like Michael Jordan's game. Now, as crazy as that may sound, because if you don't like Michael Jordan's game, then I'm very curious as to who game that you like. Even this dude that I reacted to, Eddie Links, when he said Jerry Rice couldn't play today's football, which I kind of like, told him to shut the fuck up. But I did it wasn't a playful. It wasn't like I don't have no beef towards the guy. I don't want no beef towards. It's not personal. I was just doing my little edgy routine and shit. But here's the thing, okay? I say that to say this because I know what people are gonna say. Right message, wrong messenger. No. There's a difference. I am a comedian. Now I'm not good enough to go do no goddamn stand up. I'm not my skills. Now it's a possibility maybe in the future I might try my hand, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna come in that motherfucker. And listen, I love Ti. Okay, I love Ti's music. I like him as a person. I love how he got like another side to him where he's more intellectual. I think Ti is cool. But what Ti fucked up at is that when you enter a new number one, here's the thing, okay? And there's two rules for being a comedian. One is you have to know how to take jokes. Because and listen, I don't give a fuck who you are, how much your self-esteem is at top tier. A motherfucker gonna get you with one, be like, God damn. Kinda like how what the old boy, what Jamie Foxx did to goddamn Doug Williams, I think back in the day. So was it Doug Williams? Hold on, let me search that up because I gotta make sure I'm stating facts right now. Clowns Doug Williams. I think it's Doug. I always keep thinking it's Doug Williams. I thank you. We've come a long ways. For those of you that remember September 11th, just remember one thing: fear and God do not occupy the same space. I love you. God bless you. Facts. Every time I look at, it, I always think about the the Dick Gregory situation. But that was him singing. He got that Franklin Hatchet afro. Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Gregory, please recognize. He like about to start some bullshit. Preach it out there, brothers. I'm not gonna let y'all watch the whole thing just a little bit, just to comment. Thing holding another person that does not know anything about Emmett Smith, and you don't know who the fuck he is. Give it up for Doug Williams. Thank you. He is right. Nobody knows me. I'm the only broke motherfucker on this panel. Everybody else came here to roast Emmett Smith. I came to this motherfucker for a deal. That's what I'm looking for. I can thank Shaq. Well, actually, Shaq didn't invite me. I snuck in this motherfucker. God damn, boy. There's no way in the hell. Bro, bro, you just basically saying, nigga, that's like you coming out with a bunch of squad cars and shit, and they got all their guns come on you. Free, get your ass on the ground. And you got two motherfucking sticks of dynamite, like, and let me take me alive. Like, nigga, there's no way in the hell that you came in apologetic as a comedian, bro. If you really didn't want to roast nobody, bro, just don't even go. Go sit in the stands and go goddamn laugh. Why the hell you coming and be like, really didn't want to do this? Ugh, it's a little hot in here. I think it's already hot. It's hot enough outside. I don't know why they made it so hot in here. Can somebody turn on the AC? Shit. Oh God. Oh, I feel like I'm in one of them churches in Mississippi, one of them Baptist churches in Mississippi. Whoo, whoo. I definitely feel the spirit in here. It ain't the right one. The devil is a lie. Like, bro, you don't come in as a comedian and you looking to roast people. You don't come in looking like it's good, bro. You having a good day? Like this motherfucker came in to roast. This nigga came in like fucking wanted to do a TED talk. Yeah, so life's rough. Life is definitely rough. Life is rougher than beatism. You know, sometimes you get strangled. Sometimes you get handcuffed. Sometimes you can't walk out the bed. Sometimes you can't feel your legs. Like, motherfucker, you don't come in like as a comedian, bro. If you like dead ass, if you didn't want to do it, don't fucking go. It's really that simple. Don't participate in the event looking like, come on, bro.
Just blend it in with everybody. Shaq, give it up for Shaq. You gotta give it up.
And then I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't trying to be like a horrible person, but the lining is just not lining up, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. When they did that, I remember that goddamn that Drake shit like, you better fight your barber. He fucked you up. Like, bro. Shad like he wanna fucking roast his ass.
This motherfucker complained all year about his toe.
God damn, niggas, you giving a nigga flowers and shit? It remind me of goddamn when Drake. Hold on, real quick before I go back to this shit. This what this shit remind me of, nigga. Yes. J. Cole. This what this shit remind me of. You got a short?
You are genuinely, without a doubt, one of the greatest rappers that ever fucking.
Like, nigga, and you gonna roast a nigga, you be like, damn, Shaq. I ain't gonna lie, you had 50 points last night. You helped me hit my parlay and shit. And you helped keep the bookies off my ass. Now the landlord don't have to come at my door angry. He get to come and ask me if I need anything fixed, cause the nigga never asked me shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't even ask me, if I got a spare key or not. Like, bro, you gonna roast or you giving this fuck like Shaq, the Diesel, big man? Superman's in the building. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing here? Like, I ain't gonna hold this. This nigga set himself up, bro. Dead ass. My big ass head and shit.
And I can't believe somebody 7'1" was complaining about a toe. All that money this nigga's making, he complaining about a toe. You can cut my foot off and I'd still run up and down the damn court for the kind of money they pay Shaq.
This nigga look nervous as fuck. But like, are they gonna laugh? They're gonna laugh. I really want her to laugh right there because I want to go. I want her. I want her number. Damn, she look fine. Please laugh at me. Come on, baby. Oh, I see her smirking. Oh shit, she pulled out the lip gloss. Oh shit, like bro.
How you hurt your toe, Shaq? Big ass Shaq is driving a little bitty Ferrari. Can you believe this big nigga can fit into a little bitty Ferrari? Nigga, that's how you hurt your toe trying to get in that Ferrari. Get you a real.
Damn, nigga, what, are you running a marathon? Or you telling a joke? Shit. Yeah, man. Whoo, shit. God damn. Let me check my motherfucking Fitbit. Oh, God, I ain't got one. God, what? I know why Jay roasted your ass. I'm sorry. I can't. Is this nigga read off a piece of paper? God damn. Yo, this nigga tell jokes like he in a hostage situation. Like y'all see that the irony in what I'm about to say. Y'all see that movie Kingdom with Jamie Foxx? I'm reading this to let you know to pay 200. The nigga tell jokes like you're reading a fucking ransom note. Like, god damn, boy.
And Jamie,
The nigga tell jokes like he had a fucking hangover. This is the way the nigga tell jokes. Oh shit. I ain't know this motherfucker gonna hit me like that. God damn. Motherfucker hitting like Barry Bonds. Woo! Shit. Oh my god. Ew. Is mosquitoes in this motherfucker? God damn, my neck feel bumpy as hell. Am I turning to a goddamn toe like Weird Science? Shit. Ah, damn, y'all don't feel all the mosquitoes in the building? God, like, what the fuck what are we doing, son? This nigga acting like he on a fucking set of Jumanji or something, nigga. Nigga act like you on a motherfucking a safari trip with goddamn Ace Ventura when nature calls head ass.
Two hit movies, y'all.
Jay
You
Fox
got
just
two
wait
hit
for his
movies for
moment.
that. You got off to a slow start, nigga. I here saw held up or bait. Did anybody here see held up or bait? Nigga, thank God that you got it now, least. Nigga, thank God you got it now, least. What's up, Monique? They was talking about big women. I love big women, baby. I love big women. I love you because you are proud of the fact that you're big. You better know it. I'm tired of all these skinny bitches who won't admit
Monique,
big women look good.
if you saw her face, she looked like she didn't like she didn't like the fact that he just called a woman a bitch out of nowhere. Like if you paid like her whole expression just changed right then and there. This nigga couldn't even read a room if they had a motherfucking a Dr. Seuss book. Like, god damn. I went to the store to get more eggs for Sam and some more ham, preferably ham off the bone. I do not like too much salt on my ham, Sam. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo,
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry. This nigga got what he deserved. I'm so sorry, yo.
The fact that they big. They always say, I'm just big boned. You got regular bones with big ass meat wrapped around them. That's why I love you, Monique.
This motherfucker look like he done goddamn. He's sitting that motherfucking hot happy hour right after he got fired. The nigga collar all fucked up. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, you can't be sitting up there busting up on goddamn jokes if you up here looking crazy, boy. That nigga got the goddamn bat ears flipped out his shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold this nigga set himself up. His goddamn shirt got more wrinkles than a nursing home, boy. I swear to God.
Where the hoes at? I came here to get some of these hoes, man.
God damn, boy.
Nigga, no wonder this party is so dead. We want you to like her. Is he right now? We're here for Emmett Smith. Do you have any jokes for him tonight? I'm trying to get everybody out of the way. I want to say this to Emmett Smith, man. I'm your conscience. It is a pleasure. It shouldn't get happening. Here, right.
Dead ass.
You can't tell him shit. All right. I wish I was in a movie with Jane. 8 hours. Right up 72 hours. I need a co-signer. Can you co-sign on a car for me? I just did another joke that didn't go over.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what a motherfucker roasting you so bad? Hey, listen, every motherfucker know this goddamn feeling, bro. When a motherfucker roasting you bad, and you sit up there, you try to redeem yourself. Honestly, you gotta take your L and shut the fuck up at that moment, bro. There's nothing you can say. When a motherfucker going in on you, bro, you just gotta either wait your turn or just sit there and get laughed at. It just is what it is. Like you try to redeem yourself and try to talk over the motherfucker and everybody laughing their ass off at you. It just is what it is. You either gotta wait your motherfucking turn or goddamn just take the L that day. But god damn, I ain't gonna hold you. Like listen, he set himself up for that. And I'm so sorry. I heard about this incident. I think I remember seeing it a long time ago, but I'm gonna be honest with you, he dead ass brought this on himself. The nigga look like that. He got all his goddamn like you know how in the movies like the stereotypical office worker they got like a box of their shit, like all their stuff out their desk in their hands. That's the nigga look like he got that in his motherfucking backseat. I swear to God.
Your conscience. Say something nice about Emmett and wrap it up.
Dead ass.
Y'all should talk about how black people have to struggle. Yeah, that'll get them on my side. Thank you very much, Jamie Foxx. Thank you. I needed the help. I appreciate it. You not Jamie Foxx.
Is that guy Tori?
Man, who is this motherfucker? I can never get a deal. Your gosh. Anyway, I'm gonna say this. Anyway,
No, you don't need to say shit, bro.
hey, it's a pleasure watching. Hey, it's a pleasure watching you. I hope you break the record this season. Thank y'all very much. I'm out here. All right,
I ain't shaking that nigga hand, bro. I'm not. I'm so sorry.
Glad you showed up. I was an extra 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Doug Christie, ladies and
That nigga Doug Christie.
gentlemen, this next guy is not a racist. He's a white man that has worked with many and many of black people. When I asked Jimmy Johnson what he felt about Emmett Smith, he said, "Hey man, he's a good old nigga, man. I mean, he's nice."
Why you laughing so goddamn hard? Jay, why you laughing so hard, dog? Why you laughing so goddamn hard? You about to raise an eyebrow at this motherfucker. God damn, dude. He said, I'm your conscience. He brought that on himself. All right, let's go. Okay, so quickly about the Ada Ross shit, because I want to go back to, I want to actually watch the, what's the name? I want to watch the Eagles interviews and a little bit of Seth Joyner. So, Aiden. I don't know if a nigga ever see it. I don't really care. You can't just go crazy on motherfuckers just to go crazy on motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? And you also got to know who you're attacking. Bro, TDE, they with the shits. Okay? That's like going after motherfucking MC, like MC Hammer a bitch, and then you up here, you live in motherfucking LA, you right in their goddamn territory. Say MC Hammer a bitch, he ain't shit. Cause if y'all remember, MC Hammer was with the shits, and he was in the military. The stories are out there. Go look them up. It's like you said, man, Mr. Hammer ain't shit, man. Like he makes some that nigga songs are trash. Like, bro, you sitting up there, you in LA, thinking nothing gonna happen. Like, bro, come on, man. So you gotta know your location. If you in close proximity to shit, okay, they got money, so do you, bro. Like you doing to you not, and on top of that, bro, you can't. Okay, there's some artists that I don't really fuck with their music. There's some artists that I probably low key think they industry plants. I ain't gonna say who they are. There's some artists I'm like, how the fuck this nigga got on? This nigga sorry as hell. But I don't need to, again, and go back to what I said back in like what 30 minutes ago. I don't need to goddamn what the fuck you call it. I don't need to have long, lengthy conversations about motherfuckers who I don't like, because guess what? Something might slip out and I might say something that's really I shouldn't be saying. I might go too far this time, and I might turn off to be, it's not even really joking. You just being disrespectful for the fuck of it because you think that you're safe behind a microphone and a camera. Does that make sense? So for Ada Ross, there's no reason, like, if you don't like her music and you think she industry planning, whatever the case may be, bro, you don't have to do all of the shit that you doing. You ain't gotta call her a bitch. You ain't gotta do all you really doing too much. You understand what I'm saying? Now, on the flip side of it, I don't think Glasses Malone, I don't think here's the thing, right? I don't think this need to be taking a step further as far as where it gets into a physical confrontation. Now, from what I heard, the little clip of the Glasses Malone clip, he had a previous conversation with him, and he used that conversation for content. You know what? I can't blame Glass Malone. And here's the reason why I would say that. Because I can't verify it, right? But allegedly, I'm saying allegedly because I didn't see it. If Glasses Malone had a conversation with Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross continued to do what the fuck he was doing, being disrespectful, going crazy, then it's like, you know what? Hey, you kind of get what's coming to you at that point. Now, granted, I don't think this needs to be a situation where it need to get a physical confrontation. I really don't. But Aiden, you can't, just because you don't like somebody, like you can't just keep picking on somebody, and you can't, like, listen. I'm gonna keep it real. Have I used the word bitch before? Yeah, I have. But typically, as a guy, you want to refrain from calling women a bitch, especially unprovoked. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, when a woman ain't do nothing to you, there ain't no reason for you to call her. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it makes you look bad. Now, the kids that watch your goddamn street, they might be like high and key because they don't understand real consequences. What breaking news? Whatever. They always be like goddamn clickbait and shit. But yeah, so here's the thing. At the end of the day, oh, that's my boy. But yeah, at the end of the day, bro, like you don't look good. Like your fans might try to hype you up because a lot of this nigga fans is kids. Kids that don't know no better. Kids that never even touched a motherfucking cable bill before. Kids that never seen a goddamn light bill. Probably don't even know what the goddamn envelope that is enclosed look like. So of course kids is ignorant. They like ignorant shit, especially all these kids. I'm telling you right now, back in my day, like my father used to give me good ass toys, like really good stuff, like really good. My mother too, like that, bro. They used to hook us up with some toys. You give a kid a toy, they look at you like you gave him a gun. I'm so dead ass serious. Like this generation has been so crazy, dog. You give a kid a toy, they'll look at your ass like you gave him a gun. You be like, yo, you got this little G.I. Joe action figure like it's like Snake Eyes or some shit. Like, hey, I got you a snake. And it's like all the cool ass weapons, the gear, all that shit. Even got like a jacket you could attach to the motherfucking action figure. They look at your ass like, man, I don't want that shit. And they'll probably tell it to you just like that. Be like, yo, give me some. These kids on some VR glasses. They want computers. They want laptops. They want gaming computers. You know what I'm saying? They want cell phones. These little niggas don't even want to go outside. They rather sit on their goddamn phone and watch YouTube. And that's part of that's part of the parents' problem as well. That's that the parents play a role in that too. So that's the audience that Ada Ross is catering to. So the kids don't know no goddamn better. Most kids never been in a confrontation where. Here's the thing. As an adult man, I know how shit can get. Motherfucker, like, listen, you could sit up there and get to a situation based on how you tell somebody hello. You stare at somebody too long, you can get into a physical confrontation. You could die out here. This not no game. Out here in these streets, bro, it's not a fucking game. So all that you gonna walk around as a bully, bro. Somebody gonna make an example out your ass. So you better not, bro. You better off just be chilling, minding your business, and staying away from the bullshit. Because the adult life, bro, it's so much shit going on, bro. It's so much shit going on. So I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. Like I don't know why I said we're a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like yo, like the kids don't understand. Yo, there's dire consequences to speaking to people a certain way. To talk, especially talking to another man like that, another man that you don't know what they're capable of. You don't know if they can fight or not. You don't know if they can put your ass in the fucking jujitsu and a goddamn full now. Like I spun a nigga around and I put him in the full. You don't know what the hell that the other adult that you speaking to is capable of. You don't know if they really out there. They crazy. They got a weapon on them. They might, let's just say for instance, you get a victory. Okay, I whoop the nigga ass. Boom, boom, boom. All right, bet. And then somebody records this shit. Or maybe they just feel the type of way about they can't take an ass whooping. They coming back with something else. And this time, there won't be no more fighting after that. Your ass it's over. You understand what I'm saying? So at that point, it's not even really worth like kids don't understand that. They haven't lived long enough. They don't understand that there's serious consequences to just running your fucking mouth at people. Like you can actually die out here for actually just running your mouth or whatever. It's not a game out here. Okay? A lot of motherfuckers are struggling. A lot of motherfuckers don't have shit. A lot of motherfuckers out here are desperate. They don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? They grew up with nothing and they got older and still got nothing. Life dealt them a lot of bad cards. And that's the only deck that they have is them goddamn bad cards. So go ahead and talk crazy to people, you're gonna be made an example of. So here's the thing. With Ada Ross, it sounds cool. This is one thing I don't like though, and I have to criticize Glass Malone on this. I don't go crazy. Like, listen, at the end of the day, your problem was with one person. Your problem was with Ada Ross. I don't like the fact that he said he was going to try to press the other black people that's with you or the other people that's with him if he can't get. Don't no. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Ain't no reason to do that. That's one thing I don't like. I get it from the perspective of like, yo, like, listen, this young lady, she doing her thing. You don't like it, just don't tune in. Talk about the music, but you calling a woman out her name like you don't look good in that situation. Kids gonna laugh at it because kids are idiots. Kids don't know no better. That's the honest to God's truth. Real adults, they gonna look at your situation and be like, yo, like, you know, why you? Hey, hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, so that's probably one thing that I don't like, but I'm gonna be honest with you, just kind of just rapping. I'm not like I kind of let this linger on too much, but yeah, it is what it is. Oh yeah, I actually forgot about the point about the Ti thing. So here's the thing, right? Ti don't seem like a person that like to get joked on a lot. Okay, and as a comedian, that's not really a good thing. You gotta have thick skin. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like what that dude did, that could fuck up your self esteem for the rest of your life, and you will never forget that moment. But as a comedian, you gotta understand, yeah, I'm gonna dish them out, and I'm gonna give my best. But somebody gonna have my number that day. Somebody gonna just pick my ass apart, and you gotta have enough. Like, comedy takes an extreme amount of confidence and swagger and attitude because sometimes the audience is gonna boo your ass. Sometimes you're not funny. Sometimes you trying to goddamn go do your thing and you're not reading the room. The room ain't feeling you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like caught between a rock and a hard place. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, it's like you gotta have thick skin. Like Ti, from what I've seen, he don't seem like a person that like to really get joked on like that. And as a comedian, that's not necessarily a good attitude to have. You understand what I'm saying? And on top of that, it's like this is why we gotta be careful when we're entering a whole new craft. We have to respect the people that have done this for a long period of time, their whole life. Because Ti was a rapper before he ventured out due to comedy. And now he's an icon. He was a rapper. Okay. So when you're coming into a comedy, yes, it's in an entertainment field, but it's two different things. Like, I understand, okay, and this is me because I'm a triple threat. There's difference between acting, comedy, and music. Being a recording artist. Those are three different crafts, and you got to treat all. Sometimes all three of them can mesh together. Sometimes two out of those three can mesh together. But there's still three different crafts. I'm gonna tell you the difference. Comedy is the ability to, obviously make jokes, right? The ability to we take certain things and situations and we basically like it's kind of like comedy is basically like what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see something like this, right? Except only difference is it'll be situations. So being a comedian, it takes really good observation skills. You gotta know how to read a room because sometimes it's just not your day. Sometimes you're not funny, right? And then that way you gotta kind of scale it back. So reading the room is very important. Comedy is a craft. It took me 5 years to really perfect it. I don't want to say perfect because I still can't do stand up to this day. And on top of that, I'm a student of the game. I'm a student in every single thing that I do. So comedy is an actual skill you have to practice, right? And I'm gonna tell you one thing that really helped enhance my comedy because, like I said before, I started off doing the Eagles reactions, and it took me an hour. When I did the button reactions, it took me an hour, 2 hours to get going, right? Now I turn on the camera, I can be funny right away. Why? Because I did an exercise. I didn't know it was an exercise. So it was after the Eagles season. I was trying to find some shit. I was trying to find something to do. Okay. So I'm like, okay, bet. And I even did some shit where I kind of went too far talking shit in people TikTok live because I was just trolling, trying to make it a series. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You're doing shit out of character, right? So here's the thing. I was like, okay, bet. So I found a meme compilation, a TikTok meme compilation on YouTube, and I basically did improv to each and every one of those scenes. Those videos, which are still up, and the quality is fucking terrible. It was hilarious, but the quality is ass. Those videos changed my life. Those videos, without me realizing it, was me practicing my comedy. It enhanced it so much, right? So comedy, you gotta practice it. It's like being on stream, being in front of a camera, being comfortable in front of a camera. You gotta practice. You gotta put in the work. Okay. You're not gonna be good in the beginning. Nobody is. We gotta start somewhere, but you gotta be consistent and keep doing it over and over again. Acting is okay, fuck the comedy. Now we got to do scene work. We got to do character work. And the biggest thing that I learned about acting was a couple things. One is yelling does not equate to emotion. A lot of people think that when I'm mad, I'm gonna show you that I'm mad. And then people don't want to hear that shit in their fucking ear. And then if that's all your go-to is that, you're just gonna look stupid, and the audience is gonna look confused. But okay, the audience is gonna just take what you're doing as noise. Now, screaming at the right time, how you fit things, everything is a timing thing. Okay, so you fit it into the right spot. You might okay, cool. I bet you might can get away with it. But screaming and yelling does not equate to emotion. Cause you could just be raising your voice. You're making noise. I'm gonna tell you what's an even more powerful way to show how you're angry. Watch this. So, is that what you did? You you really just gambled the wait, talking about you really just gambled away our fucking money? No, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's go sit down. No, 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 no. It's okay. Hey. It's okay. Go sit down. No, 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 no. I need you. I need you to go sit down, please. Okay? Do me that favor. Now, that wasn't necessarily the best acting performance, but the unpredictability and the emotions is sometimes even more powerful than you're yelling, because once you're yelling, okay, it's obvious you're angry. Once you're cursing, okay, it's obvious you're angry, right? It's obvious. There's nothing to think about. But a quiet type of anger, a anger that's unpredictable. You don't know if I'm you don't even know if I might even take it to the level of screaming next. And that actually captures the audience's attention because it's like, well, damn, you don't know what you're on the edge of your seat because you don't know what's happening next. Another thing I learned is you cannot act like you're in the scene by yourself, and do never come. I don't give a fuck if there's a script. Never come to a scene with any expectations. I'll case the point, right? I had some guys remember that forgot some lines. I'm like, yo, that's they how you say it's supposed to, like, whoa, whoa. Then the dude was like, told me, he was like, yeah, that's not your job to do that. So what I learned is it's not an actor's job to teach another actor how to act. An actor's job is to, okay, what is your objective? What's your objective in the scene? Every actor has an objective in the scene. Your responsibility is to get to that objective. The show must go on. Somebody could fall and bust their ass. Clearly, that wasn't in the script. You got to keep going. And how well you continue, how well you're able to improvise under pressure. You might be dealing with a pro that might do some shit and flip some shit on you because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get a genuine reaction out of you, right? So never come like it's kind of sound hypocritical, right? Because when you come with when you come with an objective, you innately come with expectations, right? But what I'm saying is, I'll put it to you like this. I'll frame it to you like this. Know and understand your objective, but understand also it might not go the way you want it to go. Just go with the flow. Do your thing, but don't just say hunker down and be narrow minded to what you're looking for out of your scene partner or out of the scene in general. Be flexible at all times. Because you might have a motherfucker like Denzel Washington might flip some shit on you. You ain't expected to come out, but oh shit, that wasn't a script, and you got to keep going. Your partner might not be a great actor. They might fucked up on some lines and probably didn't study their shit right. That's not going to matter. That's not supposed to matter. Your job as an actor is to literally, what is your objective? Do your objective. So acting is all about understanding your objective and being flexible and working with your scene partner, not against them. Now, granted, if you have to go against them, fine, but you have to do it as it pertains to what the relationship is. So if your relationship with the scene partner is like, okay, protagonist to villain, cool, but there still has to be the relationship has to be what it is. Okay? So the more you know, the better. But understand, and also you're gonna have to sometimes somebody's gonna give you a script that's very bare bones. Not much dialogue, very short to the point. Your job as an actor is to create a scene out of that, and it's very hard to do because it's not like it's, oh, this is what it is. No, it's like basically where it's like, hello, how you doing? I'm fine. How's life? How's life? And then between that, there's silence. So, and then musicianship is all about, beat selection. It's all about taking chances with your art, switching up flows, melodies, cadence. Understand how the relationships between your vocals and whatever instruments is in there. And then I'm starting to kind of realize as I'm going along how important like stems are, because sometimes here's the thing, right? And I might not have spoken this before. Being an artist, being a hip hop and R&B artist, no, fuck the genres. Being an artist and understanding why stems is so important, because there are certain sounds that needs to be prominent in a record, and there's certain sounds that don't. So you have this big ass puzzle, right? So let's just say when I'm done with this puzzle, it's supposed to look like this speaker right here. My job is to make that speaker is to put all the pieces together, right? And you got to kind of move some shit around. Just pretend it like this. Pretend like they gave you a box of. This is what stems really is. Pretend like you got a box. You got to build this, right? Whether it's Legos, jigsaw puzzle, whatever. You got to build this. But in this box that they're giving you to build this, there's extra pieces in there that you don't need. You don't know what they are, but you know that it's a possibility. That, as a matter of fact, you don't even know if you even have all the pieces necessary. But this is what comes with the stems. Stems is the puzzle pieces, but there's extra shit. So sometimes you're gonna have to remove an instrumental because here's priority in a song, or at least the songs that I do for the most part. If there's a clap, it has to be heard. If there's a snare, it has to be heard. If there's an 808, it has to be heard. If there's a main melody to it, it has to be heard. If there's a guitar, it has to be heard. If there's a violin, if there's a flute, there has to if there's horns, if it's like a prominent instrument, like for Kehlani Folded, it would be the violin. For most of Lil Baby's beats, or most of Roddy Rich's beats, it'd be the flute. Okay? For some of Travis Scott's beats, it'll be the guitar. And then if you're doing the Mike Dean shit, it's gonna be some synths. You gotta prioritize what's important in the song and what's not. The 808's very important because when you turn on that motherfucking radio, you gotta hear that bitch thumping in the car. Okay? You don't want to distort it, but that bitch got to thump in the car. Otherwise, your shit's not done right. And your vocals got to be loud and not well, you know what? I say for the most part because it depends. Because it's like you'll get a record like Love Lockdown, or you get a record like with Same Old Person, that Tame Impala song where it's more. You understand what I'm saying? Where it's more, what is it, like a flange or a filter on the voice? So mixing is a taste thing, but there's some parameters that are relatively standard. You can go against the standard, but it still has to sound professional and clean. Now there are some times where it's like, for instance, XXXTentacion fucked up, right? Clearly everything is fucking disordered, but it still executed the vision it was supposed to have. Does that make sense? So all three of those crafts are different, and you got to treat it as such. Another thing too, whenever you're going to a new craft, when there's OGs trying to give you game, and they're not, like you know what a motherfucker trying to hate on you, right? So I think where Ti fucked up at is, this is my guess. He probably had Tiny and the kids laughing at probably some joke. They probably was sitting down watching TV. Now listen, just because you have a good night telling jokes when a whole family watching goddamn Moana does not mean you should be a goddamn comedian, okay? But he probably was funny. Everybody had the whole family laughing at in the living room. He probably thought like, damn, I should try my hand at comedy. No, 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 no. Comedy takes years, not months, not weeks. Comedy takes years to perfect, and you won't even be perfect. Because no matter how much you're in the game, sometimes your jokes it just gets stale. It gets stale, and you need to evolve. So I think T.I.'s temperament, he don't seem like a guy you can crack too many jokes on. And on top of that, I think he went in thinking, man, I got this shit. And then everybody's trying to tell me, like, listen, hold on now. It takes time. You have to understand. I get that you want to do this, and that's cool, but you have to listen to the OGs that's trying to kick you game. Because some of them, there's going to be some comedians that's going to look at T.I. like, why the fuck he get to do this? Why he get to perform in this venue? It took me motherfucking 5 years to goddamn get even to before that, and I'm funny to this nigga. Why the fuck? Like, comedy's my life. Why X Y? You know what I'm saying? And to me, I think that's some jealous weird shit. I will never like, yo. So who cares if they skip the line or whatever? As long as they good, I don't give a shit. But here's the thing, right? So there was comedians trying to that spend their whole motherfucking life. That's like me. Okay, let's just say I'm doing what Jake Paul does, right? I'm trying to be a boxer. I ain't no motherfucking boxer. And then a OG like Mike Tyson or Sugar Ray Leonard or Marvin Hagler trying to kick me some game. And I'm up there like, man, I don't know what the fuck, man, shut up. Like, and then when you fall on your face, you gotta blame yourself. And the reason I gotta blame yourself is because it's OGs that try to look out for you, that's make their whole fucking livelihood centered around the the comedy shit. This is their life, and you have to respect it. This is not your life yet. This is a part of your life. This is their fucking life. Which means is if the comedy don't work out, they don't have shit. Their whole life is putting all the eggs in that one basket, in that comedy basket. So you gotta respect the people that did that, that put all their eggs in one basket and was successful. Got through the growing pains, the aches and pains. You have to respect the people. It's like me being an artist, and you got some famous painters. They trying to kick some game to me. That like let's just say Andy Warhol was trying to help me, whatever. And I said, man, fuck out of here, Andy. Get out my face, nigga. Or goddamn, what's old dude name? Bob Ross trying to kick some game to me. Man, fuck out of here, you little goofy ass thing, man. Get a motherfucking haircut and shave that goddamn beard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't come in like you got to come in humble. Like, the best always are willing to learn, to accept knowledge, be open-minded, have open eyes and open ears. And don't run your mouth. Like, when it comes to comedy, acting, and making music, I take all three extremely, extremely fucking serious. But the thing is with me is that I'm a student before anything. Every single day of my life, even if it's just through me learning something, just streaming like I'm doing now, I am taking in information and applying it. I am taking in information, more information as I go along and I do my research and I grow and I expand. I'm absorbing, I'm a sponge. That is so important because the moment you think you've mastered everything, you immediately shut off the wisdom to help you grow and to elevate, because you might think you're at the top of your potential and you haven't even covered a quarter of it, but you don't know because you keep running your fucking mouth thinking that you know every goddamn thing. I'm not saying that's what T.I. was doing, but what I'm saying is, in general, sometimes that kind of attitude and sentiment could fuck up your growth. 50, what I love about 50 Cent is that he didn't, like, he took some of the attitudes and mentality that he had to be successful in music, but he didn't. When the OGs was kicking game like Robert De Niro, he was around Al Pacino and all these other guys. He even did an internship with the one of the people that worked for the New York Knicks so he could write some jingles. 50 Cent is as successful as he is because he's a sponge. He always likes to learn and absorb information. You can even tell the man is full of knowledge. Like, every goddamn podcast he's on, I watch it because he kicks free game. A lot of niggas try to tell you the same shit. Be consistent, hurry. No, he tell you the ends. He kick out free game. You just gotta you gotta open your eyes and your ears to listen. But he kicked game out. The one they love about 50, 50 not no hater, and he can be because he accomplished so fucking much. It just, I don't think a rapper will ever accomplish what 50 Cent accomplished in '03. Or just in general throughout his entire career, the amount of hits in his fucking catalog, having one of the greatest rap groups of all time in G Unit, and then leading that movement, and then what he's done, the amount of success, it's like, it's very, I don't want to say it's unattainable, but it's almost damn near impossible. But 50, and I even read and I listened to the audiobook, Hustle Harder, Smart. Like, well, I'm sorry, I don't remember the goddamn book, but I heard when they talk about Floyd Mayweather, they talk about Lloyd Banks, they talk about like just different things that his experience acting. He's a sponge of information. And that's truly, like, motherfuckers want to say, okay, how do you be the best at what you do? You be a sponge. You absorb information. You absorb every little thing, and that's how you be a great comedian and a great actor. Seriously, that's what being a comedian being a comedian is elite observation skills. That's really what it is. And you thinking about shit deeper than what is on the surface. You got to be a smart motherfucker to be a great comedian. You really do. You can't be stupid and be a great comedian. It don't work like that. Because we take shit that's like kind of toxic, kind of fucked up, and we have to look at things. We got to kind of pull everything inside out. Like, okay, this kind of is fucked up, but let me put it in a way and in a manner where this part of my life was traumatic, but let me put it in a way where it's palpable to the audience or palatable to the audience, right? Where it doesn't seem as toxic. It doesn't seem like they're watching a fucking scene from Precious or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I talked for a long ass fucking time. So hopefully we can do a little something. So here's the thing. That's just basically what it is. And I feel like T.I. has the mentality of a lot of people that come into doing new things. It's like you have to be. And listen, it is okay to not have it right away. So he did his little stand up. He did his little joke about Young Thug. And here's another thing too. You gotta remember this, bro. You cannot assume you know who the fuck Young Thug is. And some people who know who Young Thug is might not be. You have to know the audience. Okay? Young Thug is like, yo, the most black people that are into hip hop, we heard of Young Thug and we like Young Thug music. But you gotta remember, everything is a bubble. Like, I love football, I love sports, but I'm still a part of a bubble. Okay? There's other bubbles to explore. There's other bubbles that haven't even heard of my bubble. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta go out and explore shit. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's like that's just kind of how it is. But all right, I think I think y'all get my point. We're gonna move the hell on. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to, can't make no promises. I'm gonna try to stream for y'all tomorrow and try to make up for the bullshit. But always be a sponge, okay? It's very important. Never feel like that you know everything because you don't know shit. You could be 5 years, 10 years in the motherfucking game and don't know shit. You understand what I'm saying? So always be the best. If you want to be the best, if you want to be number one, I can't teach you how to be, man. Fuck being that number two and all that other shit. You want the mentality to be number one. Always learn every day of your motherfucking life, every hour, even if it's not related to the occupation that you in, because you never know. You could. There's so much shit that could be applicable to certain things. Like, I could take this one situation from my life, or I could take me working at a 9 to 5 and learn some skills from that, and like, oh shit, now I'm better at people skills. Now I'm better at patience, right? Now I'm training my brain to do things that I don't want to do, but I have to do, right? And there's so much ways. I'm training my brain to goddamn get up early. I'm training my brain to be able to be okay with working hard hours, right? With doing the fucking mundane tasks. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at it. But yeah, let's finish up the Joey Shake shit, and then we'll see if I have time for other stuff. Looking at all my content, now I'm just trying to look at some. All right, cool. Let's go.
Are you 50 or older? You already know the importance of shingles protection. Did you know pneumococcal
Oh,
immunization is recommended
real
too?
quickly, real quickly, before we do this, I want to make some reactions to certain things. So, Eberflus, I already reacted to Kingsbury. I went crazy. I'll post it. But like, if y'all look at my yesterday's stream, I reacted to Kingsbury. Um, Eberflus got fired. You had to. That defense for Dallas was dog shit, and it seemed like Eberflus likes to play zone. The Cowboys don't really like to play zone. They're guys like man defense. Not gonna work. The the system that he had them under was not gonna work, and it's just like their defense. Dak actually played pretty good this year. Not gonna lie. But then again, it's the same shit with him. It's like good but not good enough. You know what I'm saying? At some point in time, it's just like, all right, bro. Like, well, we know that's a good thing because Cowboys, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? High school to PhD don't take. Y'all niggas, y'all bro, y'all gotta learn how to take some motherfucking jokes. But that's another conversation for another day. That's another conversation for another day. If I get this motherfucking mic together, god damn, boy, the hell? Oh shit. Whoa. Yeah, so try to hold this motherfucking mic together. I'm gonna try to speak it too as I get this adjusted. Eberflus had to go. John Harbaugh, I already told y'all on multiple occasions. I told y'all literally on Monday's stream when I did the Eagles recap. It was either going to have to be Lamar leaving or it's going to be John Harbaugh. Harbaugh, it just like it just wasn't going to work out. It was time. You got to evolve. You got to try different shit. You know what I mean? And it's like I don't think the culture just has to evolve. You know, we got to enter a different era. It was time. You can't do the same shit over and over again. It doesn't work. That's called insanity. So I was actually surprised that Baltimore pulled the trigger with the history, but it needed to happen. It was either him leaving. It was either John Harbaugh leaving or you're going to get rid of Lamar because you can't waste his prime under his system. It can't happen. I know a lot of y'all saying, well, is it his fault why they dropped the? No, it's just like at the end of the day, bro. It's like it's the Ravens need a fresh start. Okay, and that's just the honest to God's truth. The Ravens need a fresh start. They need fresh ideas. They need a fresh perspective. This old shit that's been going on forever is just like you need to move on, right? And Belichick, case in point, like okay, that shit worked with Tom Brady. You got Mac Jones now, like you gotta do different shit. Mac Jones is not Tom Brady. How the fuck you gonna sit up there and criticize me? Boy, is you stupid, nigga? How the hell you gonna criticize me? You can't even spell high school right, nigga. You can't even spell high school. You spell high school with a fucking P. And there's nothing in motherfucking high school that sound like a fucking P. What is your ass talking about? You sound stupid. Niggas can't take a fucking joke. What the fuck? Oh, this the response. Niggas is dumb. Fucking idiots. Like, yo, son, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. Laugh. Ha ha ha, motherfucker. Like, laugh, bitch. Fucking taking everything so goddamn serious. But yeah, the Harbaugh thing needed to happen. Eberflus, the system never. The players don't like to play zone a lot. They just don't. They still not good enough, but they don't like to play zone. That's not they're a man defense. That's what they do. They don't like to play zone a lot, and this is what it is. But
A little bit. And cornerback two was still a big question mark back in the day. And Campbell hasn't really had a good late season either, where he's given up a lot in red zone defense. Okay, the Bills game, he was on coverage for that last play by Josh Allen that he totally missed. And then that like 12, 13 play drive for Washington going downfield, getting to the goal line and then getting a false start and then getting some runs. And then finally on the last play, Campbell unfortunately got sucked into the fake, and the tight end was open in the back, which was his coverage, and totally missed the mark on that one. I gotta say, Trotter Jr., it was just so nice seeing the axe man, see the axe throw to the ground. It was so nice just him making plays in red zone defense, him blitzing and just being disruptive. Like, I know Fangio likes Trotter Jr. a lot. The problem is there's just so much competition in front of him. But it's nice to have Trotter Jr. here, so I thought he had a really solid game. And then Ty Robinson, the DT that we just drafted this past year's draft. I mean, he almost had a tackle in the backfield. Athletically, he's not there, and he needs a better rush. He's just not there yet. He needs another off season. So I wanted to see what he could do. He didn't do too much of anything really. Then Jake Elliott, I thought, had a good day. It's nice to see that Jake is going into the playoffs and making everything. So I don't know what he had, a 46 yard, I think a 36 yarder. I mean, he had a close one as well. So he made everything. It's all that matters. Jake Moody, the Commanders kicker, he missed, I think, a 24-yarder. That was, I think, the first or second series of the game. He made a 53. So he's very inconsistent as well. How you miss a 24-yarder, I have no idea. Guys, this is where we're at. I honestly don't know what to say about anything else regarding this team going into a playoff game. For one home playoff game,
all right.
you're on the
So
road.
at the very least, let's go finish up watching Kevin Patullo and Vic Fangio. Then I'm not gonna make no promises, but I'm gonna try to see y'all tomorrow. All right. But let's go watch it. So at least we can say we did this. You know what I'm saying?
How long it takes a beginner like my dad to go from beer belly to get ripped again with.
All right, who's the leadoff hitter?
Your challenge is the San Francisco Sophomores present. Let's watch them this year. Yeah, lots of them. They have a really good scheme. It's all packaged together very nicely. They give you a lot of good motions. Everything they do is with a purpose, and they do a really good job of it. Obviously, Purdy operates it very well. McCaffrey's an elite back. Got a good group of receivers. Kittle at tight end. I mean, they had a run where they were hottest offense in the league for like 6, 7 weeks in a row here of late.
They use a lot of two-back personnel. What are the challenges for you in terms of matching that?
Yeah, I mean, we just have to decide how we want to play it, but we could play it with any of our personnel groups on defense.
Has Kyle changed much over the years? Have you seen an evolution?
Not really. I don't think. I think he's just evolved like all of us have. I haven't coached against him in a while. We are friends. Almost coached together a couple times, but I haven't gone against him in a while.
Is there one thing that, like, in particular that impresses you about the way he coaches offense?
Yeah, everything's packaged well together, and he's a good play caller during the game. You always know that, and everything they do has a purpose and a reason.
What is a similar role for his father, and what is your when you have you said your friends when you get together, what do you or get on the phone together? What do you? Is it all football or?
Yeah, I mean we don't talk often, put it that way, but there's a reason to. We do talk or text with each other. What was the first part of your question?
How much is he, and how much does he coach like his father?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all evolved from his dad and when they went to Washington together. It's just a continuous evolution. It started in Denver way back, and the bones, the nuts and bolts are there from forever, but things evolve.
Preston, what makes him so difficult as a matchup? Is it more of the receiving part of it than?
Both. He's a very good runner when they hand it off to him, and obviously he's a very good receiver. I think he's got over 100 receptions this year, and he's always a threat that way. And they do like to scheme plays for him in the past 2 games.
Given that he is their leading receiver, and Kittle probably would be if he hadn't missed a bunch of games. How big a game is this for the linebackers? And then also, are you expecting Kobe to play?
Yeah, it's a big game for everybody. I mean, you play an offense this good and this diverse, all 11 got to be cooking. And I do expect Kobe to play.
How have the most heavy teams you've seen this year, I guess, prepping for this? And what's the challenge in pressure calls against motion teams?
It all depends on what type of pressure you're doing. Some of them, the motion has no effect. Some of it does. So, yeah, they're really good at the motion. They have variety in it, different types of it. They do it for a reason, and they're good at it.
Gone head-to-head with Kyle, I believe, 4 times over the course of your career. I think you scored 1 touchdown in those games. Why do you think you've had that level of success against him in your career?
I don't know. We haven't gone against each other in almost 10 years, I don't think. In 2018, how many years is that? Ruben, you're the stat guy.
7 years ago.
That was an easy one. I don't know.
You mentioned Kyle's a good play caller. From your perspective, what makes a good offensive play caller?
I don't want to share that and help offensive play callers around the league.
Well, yeah, but Purdy holds the ball as long as any quarterback. In terms of like extending plays, he doesn't get sacked at a high rate. What are the keys to not allowing him to do things out of structure?
Yeah, he's very good at that. He's a scrambler, and when he's scrambling, he's looking down the field. His eyes go down the field. He's wanting to throw out of the scramble, before he decides to run it, and he's very good at it. And they have a lot of maximum or play action type protections where, he's going to have some time anyway. And then if he doesn't like what he sees, he can buy even the more time. I think that's why his average is up there so high as far as holding the ball.
When you look at the way Jalen Hunt has kind of finished up the season, these last two games especially, what has kind of been the difference for him, and how much do you what kind of expectations do you have for him in the playoffs?
High expectations. He's got to play good. And he's capable of it, which is the good news. And still, even in that game the other day, another, player or two that he could have done better. He's got to be on point all the time, and he's capable of it.
How unique is his skill set to be able to lead a team in sacks and interceptions all season?
Yeah, it's unusual, to have that stat line. But he has good hands. When the ball's thrown and he's near it, he can catch it. He's got a good feel for it. And his pass rush has been improving. Started improving last year, in the last half of last year, and kept going this year.
When you look back at your San Francisco days, what are your most vivid memories?
It's been a while. 2014. That's 11 or 12 years. We had a lot of success there. We went to won a lot of games. Went to 3 straight championship games, 1 Super Bowl.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Really enjoyed it out there. Met my partner out there that I'm still with. So I always tell her that that was the best place I've been for that reason. I enjoyed it out there. We had a lot of good players, guys that I really enjoyed coaching. Still stay in touch with some of them. Like Justin Smith, Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman, Ahmad Brooks, Alden Smith, go on and on. Goldson, Whitner. We had a lot of good players.
You mentioned that Purdy gets hurt, as he got hurt at the end of the last game. How different are the skill sets of Mac Jones?
Not that much. They were very successful with Mac playing. I think he started 8 games, if I'm not mistaken, and they won 5 or 6 of those. Mac's a really good quarterback, and he's where he should have been from the start.
So you mentioned really prepare for both of them.
What's that?
You really have to prepare for both of them.
Always.
An edge rusher leading that. I'm wondering, how much more to the sack than just the statistic itself. The interceptions with defensive backs. How do you kind of evaluate that over the year, how that's played out, and kind of make sure that as an edge rusher being the leader in that category?
So you're saying that's a knock on the secondary?
I'm wondering how you see that, and what the production where you want it, or maybe there's something else that explains that.
Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, would we like to have more interceptions? For sure. I don't really know where we rank as far as interception goes in the league. I think it's just something that happened, but he's good at it. The one interception was a screen pass that he felt. Had a chance for one in the first Giants game early. I think he's a guy that the more we drop in coverage, he's a threat to come up with him.
You mentioned that you got close to joining Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
When was that?
When he first went to San Francisco.
For you to be his DC.
Being in Seattle, what stood out about the way the Seahawks played against the Niners, and the fact that they stayed in nickel? Is that something you expected? Does that surprise you?
No, I think that's what Seattle does. Seattle's really good on defense, and they played really good in that game. San Francisco had a really good year on 3rd down, and Seattle didn't allow them to convert many of those, which had a major impact on the game. And give Seattle kudos; they really played good.
Where have you seen Jalen Phillips make the biggest impact on the defense since he's arrived at the deadline?
He's given us a jump start in our pass rush. even though I don't, I don't know that it's had one sack for sure. I don't know if it's had two, but he's applied a lot of pressure and allowed others to get some sacks. Um, he's given us some strong play on the edge, which will be important in this game. And he's brought a level of enthusiasm and happiness to be here that I think's been contagious.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
I've seen plenty of power.
I'm thinking about, should I watch Kevin Patullo? I don't want to hear what the fuck he got to say. Let's go watch the Jalen Hurts one. I ain't watching Kevin Patullo. Hell no. We'll watch Kevin Patullo tomorrow. I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all up tomorrow. I got to. I don't be surprised if I'm not. Well, why you in here? Because I other shit to do. But I'm telling you, if I have time, we'll do it. But other than that,
What stands out about the 49ers, especially the fact that they're missing their two best players, Fred Warner and Nick Bosa.
They're a really good team. They have really good coaching. They play very hard, fly to the ball, very physical. You see a theme in the style of defense that they play throughout the year, and that's why they're always up there playing for championships.
What would it be to get laid back?
I mean, great things to have him back on the field. The capable player he is, and as good as he is.
Hear a lot of players this week talk about taking it to the next level. Been through a lot of playoffs. What's different about this week for you?
Just take it a day at a time. Truly, take it a day at a time. I mean, obviously, it's 0-0. It's a new season. Got everything you want in front of you, but you got to take it a day at a time.
You mentioned a couple of weeks ago how you block out the noise. Can you help me see how you do that in kind of your life? I mean, what's on your phone, TV? How much time do you spend away from that?
Not at the time. Not at the time reflecting about that.
Okay.
Maybe later.
In preparing for this game.
wait. What?
Guys was obviously.
Fuck, I mean, you have my motherfucking phone. Stop watching this.
In preparing for this game, last time we played these guys was obviously didn't go as planned. Have you looked at that game and what do you take that maybe can help you in it?
I think anytime we've matched up against this team, it's been a very physical, fast, and intense game. And so we got a lot of respect for this opponent and how they play ball and the mentality that they have, and that's something we have a lot of respect for.
How valuable was the rest for you this past week, and also like for the offense in general? Were you guys able to kind of figure some things out heading into this game?
Yeah, I think you'd have to ask Coach on what he feels about the decision he made. Obviously, I support everything he does, so we just generally focus on right now and what we can do with the opportunity in front of us.
You were asked last week about coming into the playoffs without any injuries like you've had the 4 previous seasons or something lingering or something kept you out. Do you, with your rushing numbers being down this year across the board, do you feel that that's part of the reason why you were able to remain so healthy throughout the season and be healthy heading into the postseason?
No, I think season's just kind of gone the way it has. The approach this year and how the games have been called with this coordinator, with Coach KP, it's just kind of gone that way. And so just kind of taking it in stride and try to give my best for whatever position I've been put in.
Vontae has shown over his career that he matches the big moments. Being around him for as long as you have, what is it about him that allows him to do so?
His mentality, where it comes from, what's been ingrained in him, and I think patience is a very strong quality to have, and he's had that, and he's been able to show up in big time moments because he's been able to be patient.
How does the experience help with the playoffs? You guys have a ton of it. You have a ton of it. How does it help?
I think bigger, experience is the biggest teacher. So, a lot of moments you can lean on experience in itself. So I think just being able to reflect on not always someone else's opinions, but your own experiences, that's valuable.
Your relationship with him evolved over time. What is it about his personality approach that you connect?
Yeah, his day-to-day work ethic, the determination he has, the will to win, and the drive that he has is something that I admire. and he's always trying to figure it out. And I said this a couple weeks ago. His role has evolved from year to year. Different things have been demanded of him, in time, but he's always showing up and giving his best.
Coming off the Super Bowl where you did the leg read, tough to keep you guys maintaining that edge. What has he done to try to keep you guys motivated so you don't slip? You talk about rest of your laurels.
Every year is different. Every year is different, but it's always the same goal. And if you don't have the mentality, then you're not in the right place. Ultimately, so I know that's something that he's adamant on, and I feel very strongly about that as well. It's just coming in, treating every year as its own year, but also knowing exactly what we're playing for, and it's the collective of winning and putting ourselves in positions to play for championships.
Asked you a few weeks ago about the clutch success and the high stakes games. Why do you think it is in your career you've played better or you've elevated your performance in these high stakes games?
Some things are in you. Just answering your question.
This is a dumbass thing. This what the fuck, like yo.
You guys have, it's been talked about all year.
That's a dumbass question. Of course, and you got the two fucking Super Bowls and 1-1, you dumbass. Like, the fuck are you talking about?
You agree with that? What do you think it is?
Say that again.
Nick said he thinks that you guys are going into this postseason with your identity, like a clear identity, which has been talked about all year. Do you agree with that? And so, what do you think the identity is you're going into the postseason all about?
I think from coach's perspective, he's been very, adamant and consistent, and he's been continuing to navigate how he wants to deliver what we want to do and how we want to execute it, what the intentions are. And so I think there's been consistency in that. So now we just got to go out there and continue to build, ultimately win. So not too much into how things look, more about finding ways to win.
Media training is A1. A1 masterclass and answer that question.
I sort of handle that.
Competitively, you always want to go out there and play. But I think just being on the side and, there's never a point where I'm playing the game and I say, I hope we win. But when you're not playing, you're told you're not going to play. It's a sense of hope there. So that's not a good feeling for me.
Any benefit to have that perspective on watching a game opposed to being in the middle of it?
What do you mean?
See anything differently? I mean, wasn't the starting offense out there?
Yeah.
Anything like that?
I mean, anytime you get to watch football and talk ball, I'm still going through my routine in a situation like that, talking on the sidelines, communicating, being as helpful as I can to coach and Tanner, and going through the routine. So any level of ball talk is powerful and valuable.
In the outside world, a lot has been made about you guys not playing back-to-back home games. You will this week. Just how beneficial is it playing at the Link, and what are you expecting from the atmosphere on Sunday?
Yeah, I think it's always good to have a home game, especially in the playoffs. Tense environment, team, on the road as they come in and deal with the passion of our fans. And so I think that's a great thing, and that's something that is valued and encourage everybody to bring their A game.
What changes for the offense when Reed was on the field compared to Reed's off?
It's been a minute, so I guess we could see. His presence and his ability and respect he's given from the opponent, I think it's base one.
What benefits have you seen from Nick since he's gotten more involved in the offensive side?
Say that consistency and the structured, pointed direction of what we're trying to do. He's been very consistent in that. Oftentimes regurgitating the same things, and I think that's healthy.
Why do you think you guys have been so good in the red zone, and are there things that can apply to the open field from that?
It's kind of a dumbass question.
KP's done a really good job of leading the way in the red zone and coming up with some things to allow us to be efficient. So,
well, you know what? Maybe it's not a dumbass question. Let me withdraw that. It's probably how he framed it. If he would have asked him what are the keys to success, or like what are the things that you've implemented to have success in the red zone? If he would have framed it something like that, it would have sounded better. How he framed it, it just sounded very elementary.
Being efficient overall.
Dallas Goedert was obviously a big part of the red zone offense. He had said in the offseason that during the time where he was a little bit uncertain about what was going to happen for this season, that you had reached out to him and liked your support. What has his presence meant to the team this season, both like on and off?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. Again, I won't speak for everyone. I speak for myself. Just having him and knowing all the work that we put in over time. I mean, no one knows necessarily what the off season looks like or what the future looks like in the off season, but I know he's working and I know we're spending that time together to improve. And so just to see all of that play out the way it has, and knowing that everything has been earned. And so it's been good to be able to, get that quality work in and then see it come out and shine and just build upon it.
Two more questions. Getting back to like the offensive identity and stuff, do you think with everything you guys have gone through this season, offensively, that you guys have more answers as far as winning and what that might look like going into the playoffs?
I think, it depends on what perspective you look at it, half empty or half full. And I think being able to evolve and change as much as we have and still find ways to win in ways gives you a maybe gives off this perspective of, well, what are they going to do? Who are they? And so definitely think that is a way that you could look at it. Also, at the end of the day, we're not going to be judged off of how it got done. We're going to be judged off of if we did it or not. And so my focus is on doing it.
At the beginning of the training camp, I asked you about having more say in the offense. Now that we've gone through the entire year, we're heading into the playoffs. Do you feel like that is kind of worn out, and what kind of effect do you think it had on you in the offense?
Yeah, I don't know if you were in here that day. I spoke about having influence. Whatever word that I used, help me out. No. I think I chose. I think it was influence, but obviously I would say I have an influence. Ultimately, I'm not the final juror of that, and so there's always collective conversation, and everybody's talking ball from different position groups to the quarterback room to obviously everyone amongst the coaches, but we put our trust in the coaches to make the right final decision.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I ain't make no promises. I'm gonna try to see y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace. What? Ah. Bye. She bang.